Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Daily Wrap. It's Friday the 18th, and we have had a lovely day at PAX EGX, as we hope you do as well.
Yeah, for sure. It's Friday. We made it, everyone. It's Friday. We
Hooray!
did it.
But just because the weekend's coming up doesn't mean the fun is ending at PAX EGX because it's going all the way through the weekend. And in fact, I will be back streaming on Saturday and Sunday as well. If you like Bomberman, by the way, on Saturday, I'm going to be doing a bit of a community stream over on Eurogamer's YouTube channel. Going to be playing Super Bomberman Online R. I'm going to be playing it on the Stadia, and you can cheekily you can get a month free of the Stadia if you create an
Ooh,
account and then cancel it straight away afterwards.
cheeky,
So
cheeky.
you can do that, and then you can join in to the Bomberman Online tournament, and maybe you'll be able to blow me up with a bomb, or just win a tournament in front of millions of PAX EGX viewers. That'll be Sunday 2 p.m. till 4 p.m. No, Saturday
And
2 p.m. till 4 p.m.
and wouldn't want to win in front of so many people? Who wouldn't want
Exactly,
to have that victory?
exactly, or
So
just bully me live.
yeah, all that too. How does it work with the server then on Bomberman? Do you get put into like a game with five other people or something
I
and just
So I can make myself a custom lobby, basically.
ooh,
So I can make a custom lobby. The lobby number will be up on screen, and all you have to do is go to search for that number in the custom lobbies, and you can jump in, and you will be able to jump in. There's like 64. It's basically a Bomberman Battle Royale, 64 players. So
awesome.
64 spaces, well 63 if you include me. I've done a few on my personal YouTube channel. It's really good fun. So even just to watch. So come and join us on
Nice.
Saturday for that as well.
That sounds delightful. Well, yeah,
Yeah.
we've been doing a lot of things today, haven't we? We've been doing some game demos, watching some panels, exploring the EGX Digital show floor. There's so much to do on the EGX Digital website. It's spoiled for things, Ian. Just spoiled for
It
things.
is. If you go to paxegx.com and click around, you can buy merch, you can play games, you can watch panels. There is a load of stuff to do. So much stuff to do, in fact, that even after perusing that site for now 6 days, 7 days,
Yeah, six
seven
days.
days, I'm still finding loads of brand new things to see and watch and play and do. Some of which we'll be chatting about right now because there have been some panels today.
There have indeed, yeah. I went to a really good one this morning, or this afternoon even, that was called LGBTQ and Mental Health in Games. So it's a panel that deals with the ways that the LGBTQ community and experience intersect with gaming and mental health, and it was really good. As a member of the LGBTQ community myself, because I'm bisexual, I found it particularly illuminating. It was hosted by Dr. Sachin Shah from Gaming the Mind, Dee Marie Lucia, who made the game Us Lovely Corpses, Dreamfield founder Laura McGee, who made the game If Found, and clinical psychologist Dr. Yael Perry. It was really good. It went into the way that these games, like If Found and Us Lovely Corpses, like investigate queer spaces while also talking about mental health, because often in games they're quite interlinked because of the stuff that queer people go through at a young age, like feelings of isolation and loneliness and stuff. So one of the things I really loved about it was that in Us Lovely Corpses, when it deals with the main character is called Marisol, and she
Mm-hmm.
has a mood disorder. So at a certain point, um, you actually do find out that she's been recommended medication for her condition, which is really good because so often in video games, as was mentioned in the panel, mental illnesses are fought in really symbolic ways.
Hmm.
So it's like fighting monsters or fighting demons or being like in a twisted alternate reality of, the normal world or something. But in Us Lovely Corpses, it was very frank about the fact that like she is has been recommended medication for the mood disorder she had. It wasn't like some kind of metaphor because although there are metaphors in the game, obviously through the roses and stuff that happens in it, the creator, Dee Marie Lucia, wanted to make it clear that like although it is obviously it's a game and it is fiction, it is based on very real issues that queer people have at the moment when it comes to getting the right medication for illnesses they might have.
Hmm.
But it was really good, and they were talking about in particular the way that like metaphor is a really good way to talk about mental illness for people who haven't been through it before, because it helps you understand it in a so much clearer way than like you might otherwise have expected. It was really illuminating. Um, and there was another game made by Laura McGee, who made If Found, which is this game about a trans woman named Cassio, and I think I'm saying that right. But what's awesome is, so the story is kind of a visual novel, but it's her diary.
Hmm.
But her diary isn't just words; like it's illustrations that she's drawn of what happened to her. And the way you progress in the game is that you erase these pictures to like reveal other images behind them. Like you're proceeding through her pages, but also like it's kind of cathartic, they said in the panel, because you're literally erasing her past and you're just
Okay.
moving forward with this progress. I won't say what happens at the end of the game, but you should play it. Like the end is really, really good and really
Hmm.
formative. But it's a really cool way to kind of explore the ways in which Cassio's alienation from her family, who don't accept her the fact that she's a trans woman, like when it gets into those stages when she's talking with her mum, sometimes the drawings go really staticky and they don't really like stay on the page, which is a really good way to illustrate the disassociative stuff she's going through.
Hmm.
But it's really cool the way they both talked about queer games and like how important it is to have queer games to investigate mental health, because in the end, like it puts whoever's playing the game in a position of sympathy because you are playing the character. Like it puts you in their headspace, and it's such an important way to kind of like raise awareness about mental health and queer gaming and how they intersect. It was really, really illuminating. Like I really felt like I came out of it learning something. It was real good.
Ah, awesome! I will have to check that out because I was busy. I was busy watching something else, a different panel at that time. I was watching the Doom Eternal panel.
Doom.
Yes, Doom. It was all about Doom Eternal's brand new DLC, The Ancient Gods. It was hosted by Digital Foundry's John Lineman, who is an amazing guy. And he was chatting to Marty Stratton and Hugo Martin, who work for Doom Eternal, and he didn't just talk about the Ancient Gods DLC and all the new stuff it's bringing to the game, but they did talk a lot about that in the Ancient Gods. Most DLCs you normally have to buy the DLC as a bolt-on to the main
Yeah.
game, but this
Yeah.
DLC you can play as a standalone experience. So John was
Oh,
asking,
awesome.
how does that work? You have a standalone game, but the original game, you would have learnt all these skills. So how does a new player jumping straight into the DLC, like how are they supposed to like know how all these skills work and stuff? So there's a nice bit of back and forth about the design aspects of the game and stuff. But there was also a chat that I found very interesting because I actually bounced off Doom Eternal pretty hard. I was
Oh,
not.
did you?
Yeah, they added a character into Doom Eternal called the Marauder, which is not very
Oh,
doomy to me.
I've heard about the
Yeah,
Marauder.
the Marauder is very Marmite, basically. Some people really like him, some people don't. I really did not like the Marauder. But this little segment I've got here, this couple of minute segment, will explain. It's Hugo Martin and John chatting about why the Marauder is such a popular character to the ones that love him.
The popularity of the Marauder take you guys by surprise? Was that something you were hoping would catch on, or was it sort of an experiment? Like, okay, we're going to try this new type of enemy in here and see how it takes off.
We anticipated frustration for sure from some players. We as a studio, we feel that frustration is a part of engagement. Nothing that is engaging is necessarily going to come easy to the player. If you think about most things, just in sports, life, video games, the challenge that is the most rewarding, the power fantasy that is the most rewarding, is the one that is earned, not just handed to you. So you definitely are presented with like a unique combat puzzle, and then you have to kind of master it, and then eventually the Marauder becomes easy. Which is what we knew would happen. That's what happened internally. So much so that some players thought it was an exploit. It was like, no, he's designed to encourage you to switch your weapons, like to DPS combo him to take advantage of that falter window. So you think that he's breaking the game, but he's really not. He's actually taking everything in the game that the game has asked you to do up to that point, and he's making you do it super fast. Like prioritizing enemy targets you want to get rid of everybody so you could fight him in peace. And that basically says, hey, you know all that kill and arena stuff that you've been doing the whole game? Well, now you got to do that really fast because he's basically on your ass. And if you don't do it really fast, he's there. You know, it's going to be a problem. So you have to kind of like do everything you did before, but do it super fast. He relies mostly on the ability to aim and shoot with precision, you know, which is a skill that you're going to need in the final parts of the Doom game. And I just like to think that once you've mastered the Marauder and you could beat him relatively easily, then you're really the Doomslayer. I mean, you've conquered the experience for sure, and there's really nothing left in the game that you can't just smash.
So, you know, very good reasons why someone who is good at Doom would be good, would enjoy the Marauder. Doom for me is just a game where you point a gun and you shoot, and I just want to point and shoot and go, rah! I don't want to have to think about combat and changing weapons too much. But I do see,
fair enough.
after that very informative chat, why people do like the Marauder. But that is definitely one to check out, even if you just want to admire John Linneman's amazing video game collection on the shelves behind him. I'm very jealous of that indeed.
Yeah, it sounds like you learn quite a bit about the role the Marauder plays in Doom, but as well as talking about panels and going to panels, we've also been playing video games.
Yeah,
what a shock!
This is the best bit about PAX EGX, for sure.
Absolute shock. So yeah, I played a great demo today of a game that I am definitely getting. It's called Unpacking. It's kind of like, it's described as a puzzle Tetris game,
Right.
but it's not about Tetris. It's about unpacking objects while someone's moving from place to place.
I'll put that trailer up now so we can see that.
So it's really, really good. It's so interesting because through unpacking this person's belongings, it's the same person through the whole thing, you get to kind of figure out what person they become. So the first unpacking you do is when they're a child, and then later on you unpack them when they're at university and when they're in their first house, and like the same kind of objects pop up, but you can see what route their life has taken. Like, oh, okay, they might be into programming now, or like they're into sport now because of these things I've unpacked. It's absolutely fascinating, as well as obviously it's really pleasing unpacking boxes and putting everything away really neatly.
Oh, totally.
I find that incredibly pleasing. But yeah, and so every now and again you'll have an object flash red and white, which means that it's not technically in the right place the person would have it. So then through rearranging stuff like that, you're like, oh, okay, you're this kind of... You like having your diary on your pillow because it's that important to you. Like, it's really good, and it's so calming and peaceful. Like, I really recommend. It's a really good Sunday game, you know?
Yeah, from the gameplay that I looked at before you told me about the game, I thought maybe it was like a little, like, you know, room decorating simulator, but it seems like it's got a much deeper concept than that. Yeah,
it really has. The way you kind of like figure out who the person is that you're playing the game around and like where they are in their life right now is really, really awesome. But I mean, I played like quite a wholesome game, and I don't think you played a similar kind of game.
No, I didn't. So people who know me and follow me on Twitter and stuff might know that I'm quite into true crime. I like true crime podcasts like Red Handed. And,
love Red Handed.
My Favourite Murder and stuff. And I found a demo for a game called This is the Zodiac Speaking, which is
God.
It is a game all about the Zodiac killer. I'll bring up some gameplay now, the gameplay trailer. But yeah, this game it's basically set in the 70s, back when, or the early 70s, back when the Zodiac killer was running amok. And it's very much a detective style game, but there is also a lot of stealth elements as well. So in the start of the demo, I woke up in you play as a reporter basically, and I woke up in his house, and I had to first find some of the Zodiac killer's ciphers and develop some photos and find basically piece together some clues to find out where the Zodiac killer was hiding, because the Zodiac killer was sending me specifically a reporter these clues. So
that is
after
chilling.
it was pretty creepy, and with the 70s atmosphere as well, it has got a creepy vibe to it. But once you've done the detective bits in the house, that's when you go to the outside world, and it becomes a bit more like a stealth game, because you enter the woods and you have to find these clues, and the Zodiac killer himself is stalking around the woods as well. And you will get these kind of like indicators that show if he's seen you and stuff, so you have to run away and hide.
Oh my god,
again.
that's terrifying.
Yeah,
Ugh.
so I, to be honest, like having the a real life serial killer, an unsolved case as well, like being the setting for a video game was actually maybe a little bit more creepy and unsettling than a fictional horror game. But the way they'd done the game was it seemed really in depth. There was a lot of notes which were actual newspaper clippings from the time.
Because Zodiac Killer was never found, were they?
No, they've never been found. It's still an open
Terrifying.
case. There was a movie made about it about 2017, I think, with Jake Gyllenhaal and Robert Downey Jr. That's a really good one to watch. But this isn't based on the film. It's based on, I think they've made up their own kind of legend for it almost.
Their own like headcanon about what happened.
But it is a really good game. The demo itself, it felt a little bit janky to me. There was a lot of pausing as the game loaded, just random pausing, and some of the audio dialogue lines were really loud and some were really quiet. But it is
that can really take you out of it.
Yeah,
it can really take you out of it, can't it?
Yeah, it did take. It was a bit of a distraction, but no, I really enjoyed it, and I think playing the final game, especially if you're a fan of true crime stuff, should be a really well, I don't want to say fun. It's going to be pretty dark. There are definitely some adult themes to that game, but if you're a true crime enthusiast like me, I think it's definitely one to check out, and there's a free demo right now on the PAX EGX site as well. So it's called This is the Zodiac Speaking. So check that out if you like true crime.
And there are so many demos on the EGX website as well. There are tons and tons and tons, and they're all free. So you really don't have any excuse not to try any of them out, to be honest.
No, not at all.
Yeah, not at all. As well as games that we've been playing, there's also, you have an investment in the Daily Wrap as well, because every day we have a competition where you could win some amazing prizes.
We do. I will bring up that slide now. Here we go. There is the question, and Zoe is about to tell you what to do.
Hell yeah, I am. So, first up, let's announce the lucky winner of yesterday's Bag of Swag competition. Outside Xbox asked you all this question. Black Widow is not a superhero, but she is a super what? And the answer was, of course, Black Widow is a super spy. And the super clever winner who did marvellously well was Connor Clark. Well done, Connor. Someone will be in touch about your Bag of Swag very soon. So today's Bag of Swag prizes are a year's free M500 Virgin Media broadband, a £100 Amazon gift voucher, and loads of EGX Digital swag. I mean, Jesus, £100 on Amazon, God. Including an EGX eye-shirt, an EGX Digital logo enamel pin, an EGX Digital mug, and an EGX Digital cap. So you can wear all EGX stuff, all the time.
Just
if you
EGX
want.
Branded all the way to the shops and back.
Exactly. So all you need to do to stand a chance of winning is to answer the following question. From the Get to Know Iron Man video on the Virgin Media booth, who is the Marvel Avenger who can fly? So, as we mentioned, the answer can be found within the Virgin Media booth. And as usual, once you've watched the video and worked out the answer, click on the competition link in the Virgin Media booth and follow the email instructions. One random correct answer will be picked in the morning tomorrow, and the winner will be announced tomorrow too. And the important thing is, you only have 12 hours from the point of broadcast until each daily competition closes.
That's right now!
Right now! So
right
basically
now.
You have until 5 a.m. 6 a.m. UK time to get your answers in and try to win. But
it sounds tricky, that one.
Yeah,
for definite.
it does.
But
some of them I feel like I could have guessed, but this one I am like, there are multiple Marges Avengers who can fly, so...
Which is the right one? Well, you'll find out in a video on the Virgin Media booth. I tell you what, £100 Amazon gift voucher though, Zoe. I bought the Super Mario 3D All-Stars from Amazon today. So, just a suggestion, if you do win, you could buy Super Mario All-Stars 3D and play Super Mario 64 on your Switch.
what you could put your money towards. Or, as we found out this week, and we did a reaction stream too, the PS5 price has been announced. So you could put £100 towards the console of your choosing, whether that's PS5 or Xbox, or hell, maybe both of them if you want to do that.
Oh, that'd be awesome. And then you could play your brand new console attached to your Virgin Media broadband because it's super fast M500, all while wearing your EGX shirt and fiddling with your EGX enamel pin and drinking your energy drinks from a digital EGX Digital mug. And when you do like a really good move or unlock a trophy, you can spin your EGX Digital cap around on your head. So you can
throw it up into the air like you're at university. Throw it up into the air. Loads of stuff you can do.
Honestly, it's the most versatile bago swag I've ever seen in my entire life.
Indeed.
Yeah. Congratulations again to Connor Clark for winning that one. But that's not the end of EGX. Because this is the daily wrap and EGX finished doesn't mean it's the end of the fun, because PAX is still going all the way through the night until EGX starts up again at 12 p.m. tomorrow. So what have we got coming up?
We've got loads of things, Ian.
Yes.
Loads of things.
We do. What have we got coming up, Ian? Let's find out, Ian. There we go. I love pressing the wrong button. So coming up tonight on PAX, I've chosen 3 incredible things for you to watch. First up, at 7:15 p.m. UK time, 2:15 p.m.
extraterrestrial time.
That's right, extraterrestrial time, and 11:15 a.m.
Panda time.
Panda time, correct. It's Dicebreaker Presents. Yes, our friends over at Dicebreaker are going to tell us how to run an amazing tabletop RPG session. And in brackets, it says, with special guests.
I mean, they would know, wouldn't they?
They would. And this is one I'm especially interested in because the lovely Johnny Chiodini, of course, he GMs BreakQuest Club that we do with
We
Dicebreaker.
all love Johnny.
And that was my first ever time playing a tabletop RPG, and I was a little bit nervous, but the Dicebreaker thank you, the Dicebreaker team made it so easy, and you know, I'd like to watch and get a little bit more information, because maybe I'll do that with my friends at some point, who knows.
Yes.
But the blurb says, wanting to get to grips with the ABCs of RPGs, I like what they did there, the Dicebreaker team run through 13 top tips on how to run a fantastic role-playing session, from giving your story twists and turns without flying off the rails to making the world come alive. Plus, star GMs, RPG designers and fans tell us all about their most memorable moments role-playing. So
nice.
That is going to be very exciting indeed. Following that, I mean, that I think that panel goes on for about an hour, so you may have to watch this next one on catch up or open 2 windows at once, because this one is one I'm also very interested in. This is the future of VR.
Ooh.
Gaming, medicine, psychology and beyond. So this isn't just games, this is how VR can help us out in everyday life in the future. That's going to be on PAX 2 at 7:45 p.m. UK time, 2:45 p.m.
extraterrestrial time,
and 11:45 a.m.
Panda time.
Panda
you know,
time,
you could probably also have like one ear in each talk.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know?
But from each. Yeah. Yeah, that would work.
That works.
Yeah. If you have 2 monitors, yeah, you could just
absolutely
stereo. It would be like
multitask.
Yeah, it'd be like standing in the middle of 2 live panels. It's
which will be perfectly like intelligible.
Totally. So easy to absorb all that lovely VR information. Anyway, it says here, have you noticed the boom in the virtual reality presence at PAX? Perhaps you've seen VR rooms in psychological practices or hospitals. That's because VR is becoming the leading medium and future for all 3. This panel will discuss the current state and future of VR gaming with Talon Bish from Oculus Marketing, VR therapy with Dr. Ryan Kelly from Psych VR, VR app development and research with Dr. Jessica Stone, who is author of Integrating Technology into Therapy, and VR art and meditation with Sarah Tico from Hatsumi VR, and VR medicine with Dr. Walter Greenleaf from MediaX at Stanford, which I'm reliably informed is a very posh university.
There are some experts there. Oh my God, loads of them.
You are going to learn all the things from that.
You know everything.
Definitely.
After that.
And because it's Friday, it's Friday evening here, Zoe.
Yes, it is.
Not for the people on extraterrestrial time or the people on Panda time. But for us, at 9:45 p.m., there is a Friday afternoon concert by 88-Bit. So on the
Love
PAX
it.
channel, you want a little bit of music, you want a little bit of dancing for your Friday afternoon or evening, depending on where you are at PAX EGX Digital. Tune in to the PAX channel, 9:45 p.m. UK time, 4:45 p.m.
Extraterrestrial time.
and 1:45 p.m.
Panda time.
Yes.
My brain just said ET then. I was like, no, not ET. There's a whole word that ET means.
ET time. It's fine. He
ET
has
time.
he has go home time. ET go home. No, phone home. Oh no. I got my quotes wrong.
One
How
of them is
embarrassing.
fine.
Anyway, 88-Bit is the alter ego of Cleveland-based composer, stroke pianist Rob Kovacs, where he performs virtuistic note-for-note piano arrangements of classic video game soundtracks from the original Nintendo Entertainment System. Ah, what a beautiful machine.
Amazing.
Kovacs' repertoire consists of music from Mega Man 2, Castlevania 2, Simon's Quest, as well as lesser-known games such as Marble Madness, I know that one, Adventures of Lolo, Arkista's Ring, and others. By acoustically recreating early electronic music that was never intended to be performed by humans, Kovacs is stretching the limits of traditional classical piano playing and bringing video game music to audiences that might never have otherwise heard the music. So that sounds awesome.
How do you do that? How do you make a piano replicate those sounds if they're literally never meant to be replicated by humans?
Well, we're going to find out later on tonight,
How?
9:45 p.m. We will find out. But yeah, that's definitely one to go to if you fancy a little bit of a party for
Absolutely.
Friday evening. All right. Hello. We're back again in Vision.
Hey.
So, we are nearly finished for today's daily wrap, but normally we would push you off over to PAX straight away, but do stick around because straight after this, Outside Xbox are actually going to be here with a little Let's Play of Team 17's Going Under. So Mike, Jane and Andy are going to be playing Going Under, which was the game I talked about on Wednesday's daily wrap. It's the
Yes,
one
it
where
was,
you,
wasn't it? Yeah.
It's the dungeon crawler in the indie startup where you use like furniture and cactuses and all kinds of things.
You said it was kind of like Binding of Isaac, right?
Yeah. I don't know how their Let's Play is going to work, but every playthrough is completely different because the levels are procedurally generated. So maybe they'll take it in turns and each one will get a run at the dungeons. But it's really good fun. It has a really, really awesome art style, and I was a big fan of it when I played it for
so
Wednesday's
colourful.
show.
So colourful.
It is. It's super colourful indeed.
Colourable.
It's colourable. It's
It's
going
colourful.
under and it's colourable. Yes, but that is pretty much everything from us now. We will be, well, I will be back for some streams on Saturday and Sunday. On Saturday at 2 p.m. till 4 p.m. UK time, I will be hosting a very special... No, it's actually 3 p.m. till 5 p.m. Good job, I checked the calendar there. It's 3 p.m. till 5 p.m. I'm going to be hosting a Super Bomberman Online R Community Battle Royale. Super Bomberman Online R is a 64-player Battle Royale game, which is only available at the moment on the Stadia. Google Stadia is a streaming service, and you can sign up. If you sign up, you can get a month free doing that. So
what can you do?
then you can, well, what I did was I signed up and then I cancelled instantly and I got a month free. But if you wanted to do that ahead of time, then tomorrow you can turn up 3 p.m. till 5 p.m. and you can join. There's space for 63 of you to join me, and we will be playing Super Bomberman Online for 2 hours. It's really good fun. I've played it a few times on my personal YouTube channel and had a really good laugh with my community. So that's an awesome one to play if you fancy it. And then I'll be doing some more VR Corner live on Sunday at 2 till 4 p.m. But it is about 30 seconds till 6 p.m. So there's nothing else to say apart from have a great rest of PAX EGX.
Yes.
And best of luck winning that Bago swag and getting that lovely hat on your head and drinking out the mug.
Bye.
Bye everyone. Bye.
Bye.